Hello, Tom Kosnick, founding partner of the Bisis Group, here with Brad Smith with Haley Marketing. Brad, welcome.
Thanks so much for having me, Tom. Really appreciate it.
Give us the quick introduction to Haley Marketing.
All right, real quick, high-level overview. Haley Marketing, we're a full-service marketing agency, so we do everything from consulting to website development, social media marketing, content, PPC, SEO, everything that a typical marketing firm would do, but we specialize exclusively in the staffing and recruiting industry.
Fantastic. Brad, social media. You're my social media guru, and things seem to be changing all the time, so fast. 2021, what do staffing firms need to focus on when it comes to social media?
So, Tom, you're dead on. Things are changing constantly. So we need to be nimble. We need to be quick. We need to adjust. But before we even do any of that, we need to think about the basics. So when you're marketing on social, we really need to think about who our audience is. What are their emotional drivers? What are their emotional appeals? What are their biggest challenges? What are their headaches? What keeps them up at night? We really need to get to know who our audience is. Then we really need to think through what platform our audience is on. And that's a biggie that I see. So I'll give the example of a healthcare staffing company. Oftentimes I see that they're active on LinkedIn. Well, if you're trying to recruit nurses on LinkedIn, you're going to fail because they're just not there in the masses. You'll find them here or there, but we need to look at a platform where they're truly engaged and make sure that we're concentrating our social efforts there. Next, we need to look at our content strategy. So if we understand what the emotional drivers are, what's keeping our target audience up at night, we can create a content strategy that really addresses that and adds value to the conversation, not just hitting them over the head with our brand, but really adding value and positioning ourselves as a consultant. We need to be consistent with our posting. We need to make sure that we're not just relying on organic traffic. That's a big mistake I see too. Put a little paid spend behind it so that you can target the right audience. The algorithms right now aren't extremely friendly to companies. So we need to pay a little bit to get in front of the exact right target audience and reach new people. So if we're just relying on organic reach, we're going to reach a small percentage of our existing audience and not get in front of the new people that we really want to. And then make it personal. So some of the top performing posts that we've seen over the last several months are really kind of behind the scenes looks. So what is going on with individuals behind the scenes? Add some personality to your company brand. Show what you're doing to be involved in the community or your industry. Those are the types of posts that really get engagement and add some personality to your brand and get engagement.
Yeah, great synopsis there, Brad. I've talked to a handful of marketing directors, vice presidents of marketing, and some research I've read that the VP of marketing is soon going to become more important than the VP of sales, because when you think about it, the marketing director is touching the fulfillment side, they're touching the sales side, they're touching the internal employee side. And just so much now is filtering up through that they're managing in terms of communication and whatnot.
Yeah, you're dead on, Tom. And that brings up a good point. In social media, we don't want to sell. We want to consult. We want to provide advice. We want to provide direction. We want to position ourselves as an expert. And you can do that all without selling. And the sales will come if you do that consistently. And we want to make sure that we're listening and responding. So I'll share another great example. We need to not forget about the niche social networks. So as a marketing firm that focuses in staffing, we have an amazing audience through the American Staffing Association at ASA Central. You wouldn't necessarily think of that as a big social network, but it's a place where our target audience resides all the time. They go there and they look for advice. They look for answers. And we never sell there, but we do listen and answer those questions and provide free advice and free consulting. And that pays dividends in the long run.
You're giving me a to-do, Brad. Hey, so social media 2021, yourself, Haley Marketing, what piece of wisdom would you like to leave with our listeners today?
Oh, geez. I think one of the biggies is look at the data. I'm a data nerd. So as we started this talk off with, social media is constantly changing. So we need to constantly look at the data to see what's working, what isn't working, what piece of content resonated the most, what can we learn from that, how can we build off of that, and how can we engage with our audience more. So if you're looking at those numbers and you see what resonated, what got the most engagement, what got the most clicks, what got the most likes, what got the most conversions, then we can look at how we can repeat those things and make all of our social and offline marketing efforts more effective.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Brad Smith, Haley Marketing. Brad, thank you so much for being with us today.
Tom, thank you. I really, really appreciate it.
You're welcome.